Well, see now, but see, here's the thing. This is why it's difficult to. This is why it turns in from a conversation into a debate.
I'm trying to be fun.
Well, no, it's cool. I'm with it. It turns from a conversation
to a debate
because we all know that if you give people the option to do what they want to do, they more than likely are going to choose wrong.
Right.
And so what women did is they chose wrong, and then they expected for us to fix their problems for them, which is the same thing that's happening today, but it's just happening at a different scale, and it's happening based off of technology. So now you see most women having children out of wedlock. Mm-hmm. We know statistically that you having a child out of wedlock is putting your child at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But if you telling me that they got better leadership skills, then why they not making a decision that's in the best interest of their family? If they know for a fact that them being a single mother is going to put their children at a disadvantage.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good point. I don't know. I don't have a rebuttal for that, but I will say that men hold a responsibility to not just knock up their girlfriend and give her a bunch of kids before marriage.
Listen, it still
sounds like weak.
We know for a fact. Listen, if we get and this is the argument that Kevin Samuels was making, he was absolutely right. If we get 99.9% of all men to decide to make sure that they do the right thing, which overwhelmingly the majority of men do, they are not having children out of wedlock. They are not single parents. Most men, over 80% of men, are doing the right thing. The majority of women are. No, it is not inaccurate. Majority of women are having their children with a small minority of men. So let's just say hypothetically, if we decided and we got 99% of all men to do the thing that they're supposed to do, 1% of men can fuck over 80% of the women and still have a bunch of children out of wedlock, and you would blame it on all men.
I don't blame all men.
Most women are having children by the same men.
Yeah, okay, but
but that's my point. If you want to fix a community or if you want to fix a problem, you fix the majority, not the minority. If most men are not having children out of wedlock, how can you still sit here and have a conversation with me about leadership when they're making bad decisions on a regular basis?
Because you guys gaslight when you do this, when you say women need to pick better, women across the board. I mean, that to say that you guys are diminishing what we're trying to tell you. You can't keep saying pick better if the pool of men sucks, honestly. And to say that most men are doing good is a fucking lie, respectfully, because
did I say that, or did I say that they're not having children out of wedlock?
I cut you off and then I stopped myself. But yes, you were saying that most men are doing the right thing. Did I get that right?
They're not having children out of wedlock. That's correct.
But
most men do not have children out of wedlock. That's a fact.
Okay, it depends on what stats you're looking at, because in the Black community, that's not accurate.
How is it not accurate?
Most of the kids are coming out of wedlock. Sorry. If you want to double check that, I'm pretty sure. I think it's like 75%.
Black community.
Yeah, sorry guys. I hate it.
To say though that 1% of the men is responsible for that is insane, and it's the literal definition of y'all not taking accountability.
Y'all, we got
and so.
Shut up!
Yeah, we gotta do.
You got a black kid up there being disrespectful. A little black nigga being disrespectful.
And black women.
The only way y'all blacks listen to disrespect. We gotta do one mic, y'all, because it outwashes whatever y'all saying. But go ahead, Trigger. Your timeout is lifted. Go ahead.
Yes, it's been 15 minutes. Stay quiet.
Okay, talk.
No, to say that the unwed mothers and all of that is coming from 1% of Black men is so dishonest. And is the literal definition of men not taking accountability, right? I'm not going to say it's most men. You have your statistics, but it's definitely not 1% of the men. That's just delusional. That's freaking delusional. That's way too much.
See how y'all not good
pride
listeners?
And just
I use a hypothetical situation.
See how they deflect.
He wasn't saying 1% of
using what I said onto us.
She's not even listening. She don't even know how to be a good listener.
Because she drinking that Coors Light.
She sat there the whole time on timeout, and she still could not actually accurately quote. I said, hypothetically speaking, let's say you fix 99% of all men in order to illustrate a point to show that because men have penises, then you can have a small percentage of the population still have a majority of the children, and then they would still blame it on all men. I never said that only 1% of men. What are you talking about?
She don't know.
Yeah.
That literally came out of your mouth.
No,
Y'all are master gaslighters. You
yeah,
said 99. If 99% of
Okay,
men,
hold on, Trigger. Give me 1
1% of men
second.
get
Give me 1
80%
second,
of
Trigger.
the
Give me 1
women
second.
pregnant. That
Trigger. Torsha, is that not what I said?
I mean, you can rewind this back and watch it. I'm not going to keep saying that you said something. If you want to deny it, that's on you, but I wouldn't say it if you didn't say it, respectfully.
Yeah,
You would say what?
hypothetically.
He said hypothetically. I heard the hypothetically.
Twice.
Because I would have questioned the 1% myself too.
But here's the thing that guys keep doing. It's like either women are fucking the whole 1% or they're fucking these bums. It can't be both. It
Y'all
can't be
are
both.
Why do they have to? Why do they have to be exclusive? They don't have to be exclusive. It could be 1% who happen to be like now the best specimen of gentlemen.
All right,
Oh,
but
then
That's
y'all
why
know
you have
that-
the whole Pookie and Ray Ray rhetoric.
Look,
Yeah.
y'all call
That
me a
was
simp.
my
Y'all call me a
point, though.
simp because the thing is, when you say that 1% of the babies, no, that's bullshit. Like, I mean, you don't believe that. And I know 2K don't believe that either. Even though I'm not saying that's what Anton's saying, this is the conversation that goes down. They talk about like all the babies out of wedlock come from these small percentage of men, and that's just not true. But
I
regardless,
agree with
on
you.
on her point though, on the leadership shit, you full of shit. Because and this is what's crazy. Because 2K actually brought up a good point, but he wasn't able to elaborate on it. Because if you're married to a man, you got problems with the kids. Who do you call?
The father.
Yeah, we heard that
the
point.
problem?
Sorry, my dog keeps barking. Yeah,
you
we
got
heard that
problems.
point.
Okay. You got
Yeah.
problems with a man. Who do you call?
The police, a man. Yes, I know. I already conceded on this point. It was the only point, though.
No, listen.
I'm not saying that men don't matter. I'm not saying that at all.
Listen, what you just proved is women do not have that capability to lead unless
okay.
it's with the constraints of a system.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see your point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can leave that work. Because anytime you think you can be filthy rich and you can say, I'm leading myself, I'm doing my own thing, and a whole bunch of niggas are coming in and take all your shit. Is that fair to say?
No, I understand. That's a good point. To be honest, my dog just keeps barking, so I keep lowering my mic. Yeah, but yeah, that's a good point. I think a lot of times with this rhetoric, we're putting women down, and women need to know their value, so they stop picking those shitty men that don't stay in the home. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hold on.
Be a leader.
If a man was a leader, he would stay in the home. He wouldn't be that easy to push him out. And the fact that he doesn't stay in the home proves my point. Women have to step up, and they do. They've been stepping up, and then they get shit on.
Hold on, wait.
But
Do
to
y'all
rebut,
hear what she's saying?
What do you mean when you say
wants y'all to say women want you to say themselves. She's saying it wouldn't be so easy to push them out. Why the fuck are you pushing out the very thing that you're supposed to be a leader of, as far as making sure that you keep your household together? Why are women the majority of the ones that's filing for divorce? Why are you pushing a man out of the household in the first place and telling him, "Ho, don't let me push you out"? Why? How does that make sense? Listen. No, that's a rhetorical question. I already know the answer to it. Give me a second. Y'all need to leave these women alone. Why are y'all trying to convince them? Let them be for the streets. They already struggling. We seen during the pandemic that when a recession hit or a pandemic hit, they're the first ones to get laid off. They the ones that suffer the most. They got the highest student loans. They the ones that's getting evicted the most now that the moratorium is up. Let them be homeless. Let them live van life. Let them try to figure it out in the shelters. Let them. The only way, I didn't even care about being right in this instance. I wanted people to show themselves for who they are. And I wanted y'all to speak to the majority of women. Here's the thing. Let them suffer. It's the only way that they learn. this generation of women are done.